Hello children, Natural Resources, Class 8, Subject Science, Chapter 1 and Part 7. So in the last class we have studied about forest, right? The uses of forest and the problems related to forest. So in today's class we will be studying about wildlife. So what do we mean by wildlife? Wildlife. Usually we think that wildlife refers to only animals, right? But actually it refers to both plants and animals. Okay, so let us look at the definition here. So wildlife is used to describe the species of plants and animals found in the forest. So what happens? So wildlife is used to describe what and what? It refers to both plants and animals. Okay. So will it include domestic animals such as, what do you mean by domestic animals? Which are they? Yes. So cow, goat, sheep, hen. So all these things that you rear in your home is called as domestic animals. So here it does not include the domestic animals. Okay, so wildlife refers to plants and animals which are existing in the forest, like wild animals. So this is one of the image of wildlife. So where you can see the birds, animals and plants. Okay, so let us look at the uses of wildlife. So wildlife has got many uses. Okay, I have just mentioned 2 uses in this video. So first point, it provides wild animals products like ivory, leather, honey, tusks, etc. Okay, so let us see what is the meaning of ivory and why it is used and where it is used. Okay, so ivory is nothing but you get ivory from the tusk of an elephant or any other animals. Okay, so now what do you mean by tusk? Tusk is nothing but the teeth of an elephant. Have you seen the teeth of an elephant? Yes. So from that tusk you get the ivory. Ivory is nothing but the creamish layer of the tusk. Okay, and where it is used? It is used in the piano keys, few electrical appliances, handles, and in jewelry also it is used. That is why there is a high demand for the tusks of an elephant. So you all would have seen in movies, right? So they kill elephants for tusk, which is very bad. And also leather. You all would have heard of leather jackets, right? Leather purse, leather shoes. So you get leather from the animals. Honey. From where do you get honey? So you get honey from a honey bee. And tusks, as I have already discussed, you get tusks from a elephant. And the cloths we wear. So what all kind of cloths do you wear? Cotton clothes, right? So you get cotton from where? You get cotton from a plant, right? So that is also the use of wildlife, because the cotton, the cloth which is made of cotton, you get the cotton from the plant and the medicines we consume. So we consume different varieties of medicines for different what? Diseases, right? So from where do you get medicines? You have many medicinal plants. So which are the medicinal plants that you have seen in your life? You all would have heard of tulsi, right? Pudina, neem leaves. All these are medicinal plants. Okay, so we get all these things from the wildlife. So what are the problems which are related to wildlife? Okay, so when there is a use, you get a problems also. So human activities such as hunting, poaching and capturing have severely affected wildlife, leading to the extinction of many species. So what do you mean by extinction, children? So extinction refers to the species where it gets dead. Like for example, dinosaurs. So it is no more in our world, right? Because it is a extinction animal. So like that. So when human activities like hunting. So for what do you hunt? So you kill an animal or you kill a bird, right? So for a profit purpose, you hunt the animals. And also poaching. So what do you mean by poaching? So you poach the elements for ivory, which means the wildlife products, for the sake of wildlife products, you kill it or you make use of some parts of the animals. So that is called as poaching. And for tigers, you take the skins and bones where you can use it for many uses. Right? So all these are the different activities by human which is affecting the wildlife. So what is the result of this? Where the animal gets extincted. Okay. So what are the measures to save wildlife? So there are many measures, like example, through national parks, wildlife sanctuaries, bird sanctuaries, you can save wildlife. So can you name one of the national parks? Yes. So which is the closest national park? It is Bannerghatta, right? And you have got Rangantittu Bird Sanctuary, Nagarhole, Bandipura, Mysore Zoo. Yes or no? So all these are famous national parks. And it may also involve the creation of seed banks, gene banks, and similar genetic resource centers. So what do you mean by seed bank? Seed bank in the sense it provides conditions necessary for the longevity of the seeds, which means you can store the seeds under some low temperature till they are needed for replanting. Okay, so that is nothing but the seed bank. So now what do you mean by gene bank? Gene bank preserves the genetic material. Okay, so in case of plants, so freezing cutting from the plant is done. And in case of animals, so this is done by freezing eggs or by freezing of sperms. So what do you mean by eggs? Eggs is nothing but the female reproductive cell. And what do you mean by sperm? Sperm is nothing but the male reproductive cell. Okay, so like this, we will take few measures in order to save the wildlife. Okay, so next topic is the mineral resources. So what do you mean by mineral resource, children? A mineral is a substance that is naturally found in the earth's crust. Okay, so earth's crust in the sense what? So when you dig the earth, whatever the substance you get, those are called as minerals. So now the question arises whether the minerals are renewable resources or non-renewable resources. It is a non-renewable resource. So what do you mean by non-renewable resource? So resources which cannot be replenished once it gets depleted is called as non-renewable resource. Okay, so let me just read out the points. A mineral is a substance that is naturally found in the earth's crust. And the second point in mineral resources, so minerals are non-renewable resources. So how can you extract the minerals? So there is a process called as mining. So mining is the process of extraction of minerals from the earth's crust. Okay, so did you get it, children? So how can you extract the minerals? Through the process called as mining. Okay, so these are the few mineral resources which is found: crude oil, sandstone, quartzite, copper, platinum group elements, and many more. Okay, so this is few mineral resources which is found in the earth's crust. So some of the minerals found in nature. So the minerals includes metals like gold, iron, copper, and aluminium. You all have studied about metals in your class 5, right? And you have got many more, right? So for what purpose is the gold used? You all know that it is used as a jewelry, right? iron for iron bench or iron handles, like that. And also materials like stone, sand and salt are extracted and processed for human use. So in where do you find the stone usage? So in the construction of building, walls, dams, you use stone. And also you've got the precious stone like diamond, which is used as a jewelry in making diamond ring and diamond necklace, right? And now from where do you use the sand? You need sand to grow crops. In agriculture you use. And also there are many man-made beaches where sand is used. And in few cases beach sand is imported from other countries. Okay. So these are some of the minerals which is found in the nature. So let us summarize. So what all things we have studied in today's class? It is about the wildlife, the problems affecting it and the measures to conserve it. And the second is mineral resources and about the mining. So these are the few questions related to today's video. So first question, how is wildlife affected? Second question, how do you conserve wildlife? Third, define mining. And the fourth question is, minerals are dash resources. Okay. So I want you all to write the answers for all these questions and we'll meet in next class. Thank you, children.